Hi, Kyo. Good morning. Good morning, Kyo.
Morning, teacher.
Oh, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay,
Thanks.
that's great. Now, okay, teacher told you the last time we discussed about article. Do you still remember that? Teacher
Yes.
Ann discussed about article for a while. I have to refresh. I will go to the FCE first. Okay.
Điều hòa không khí Mitsubishi.
What is bitchy bitchy, Kyo? Kyo, what is bitchy bitchy?
Ah,
Bitchy bitchy, what is bitchy bitchy?
I don't know.
Okay, the last time we had this article. Okay, do you still remember this? I will
Yeah.
show you the article, right? Yesterday we talked about article, but now teacher will going to have a review about that. We will make a short review, and then okay, this is the FCE. We talk about indefinite and definite article. We will have to divide this. Okay, for a moment. Indefinite article. After this, teacher will give you an assessment about indefinite article. Okay, I will give
Even know how to answer. I was like, oh no.
okay.
Hello everyone, this is Andrew at Crown Academy of English. Today we are doing a grammar lesson and the subject is indefinite article. So let's start.
Okay, first we will have to study on the
So
indefinite article
a,
for a while.
an and the are all articles, and specifically a and an are indefinite articles. Indefinite means not specific, okay? Therefore, usually we use a and an to talk about non-specific nouns. And the is the definite article. So this is the opposite. Therefore, usually we use the to talk about.
Okay, okay, for a while this one, okay, is quite clear.
Hello, I'm Emma from English, and in this lesson, we're working on your English grammar, specifically on how to use articles.
Okay, we are going to
Now,
do that.
I
This is
know
a short
this is a
review.
lesson that you need to watch. There are 3 English articles: a, an,
Yes.
and the.
Okay, look at kayo.
It is possible to have no article, and using one or the other changes the meaning of your English sentences. But more on that later. Articles are a challenging part of speaking English, but they're a really important part. They give
information
about the noun that they come before.
before.
Using articles incorrectly can make your sentences confusing, or sound strange. And mistakes with articles are quite obvious to native speakers. They probably won't correct you, but they'll notice them. Even though you'll probably be understood if you make mistakes with articles, using the incorrect article is one of the most common errors that English learners make. If you've ever emailed me or messaged me on Facebook, I've probably seen it in your writing too. These mistakes happen all the time without you even realizing it. But there's a reason why these kind of mistakes are so common. There are lots of different rules about how to use articles and lots of exceptions too. So to make articles a little easier for you, I've broken this lesson down into 3 main rules that you need to know about using English articles. Now, I'm not going to teach you every rule about English articles. I don't want to scare you away so much that you never come back. I'm going to teach you some principles that will help you to use articles better. Remember that articles are used with English nouns.
Yes.
So nouns play an important part in your
your
decision to use an article. The type of noun is important. There are 2 types of articles in English, definite and
indefinite.
And it's
Okay, Keo? 2 types of article. Always remember, Keo, that when you apply article, it always has a noun. So, article, noun. So, there is always a noun in article. Article, noun. So, always remember, there are 2 types of article. The definite article and the indefinite article. Again, definite article and indefinite article. Okay, let's move on.
Probably easier for me to show you how they work. This table will help to make it a little clearer.
Okay, look at Keo.
Thinking about English nouns, we know that there are countable and uncountable nouns.
Okay, so when you say noun, there are countables. What do you mean by countable, Keo? What are those countable nouns? What are the countable nouns? What do you think are example of countable nouns?
Watermelon.
Okay, countable, it means you can. Countable, it means what? Countable, it means what, Keo? You can count, of course, teacher. How about uncountable nouns?
We can count.
Yeah, we can count. So we have 2 articles. What are the 2 kinds of article? 2 types. What are the 2 types of article? What are the 2 types of article, Keo?
2 types of article.
Yeah, what are the 2 types? 2 types. Indefinite and definite, Keo. Again, indefinite article and definite. Okay. Again, what are the 2 types?
Indefinite and
What are the 2 types? Definite and?
Infinite. And infinite.
Indefinite. Again, what are the 2 types, Keo? Definite and?
Indefinite.
Okay. Definite articles and indefinite articles. Those are the 2 types of nouns. Definite and indefinite articles. Yes. Now here. So we have here definite, teacher, and indefinite article. These are the nouns. Definite and indefinite article.
Countable nouns can be singular or plural. So there's a lot to think about, and it really affects how you use
indefinite.
Okay, indefinite and definite da. Or listen, Keo.
Then you can use the indefinite article a or
Okay.
an.
Okay, look
The
at
definite article, the,
the
can be
definite.
used with countable or uncountable nouns.
Okay, listen. So when we say countable noun, only indefinite article. Like I will say, okay, here. Like teacher will say, a car. Okay, I can. Okay, I will say a car, a bag, a jacket, a house. Okay, these are definite. These are indefinite article. I can count this one. Okay, next is indefinite. Okay, what is indefinite? Okay, again, this is indefinite. Sorry, a bag, a jacket, a house. These are countable nouns. So it means you can count this. You can count this one. The countable nouns, you can count on this. Okay, you can count on this. Next, Kyo, is we have here the definite article. Okay, we have the definite. Okay, first, okay, countable. So it means you can count. When you say an apple, okay, you can count the
I
apple.
can't.
Okay, you can count the apple. An an orange. Okay, you can count the orange. An apple, an orange, you can count this one. Okay, again, you can count the apple, the orange. You can count all of this. Okay, remember that. Okay, next one here. Okay, so these are example of indefinite article. A and an with the countable nouns. Remember that a and an articles can be joined together with countable noun. It means the noun can be counted. You can count the nouns. You can count the nouns. Okay, next one here. Okay, next one here. Okay, next is the definite. The definite article is the. Again, the definite article is the. Article the. It's definite. What is definite, teacher? You can use definite, the for countable. You can use it for countable noun. You can also use it for uncountable nouns. Okay, you can say that. Look at this one. The water. Okay. Water is uncountable. The juice. That is uncountable. Okay. Juice is uncountable. Okay. Kiyo, juice, water, the oil is uncountable. You cannot count that one. So, the definite article the can be used for uncountable. Uncountable noun. But also, we can use for countable nouns like the car is here. Okay, like the clothes are wet. Okay, so that is. So in short, when we say definite, the article the, we can use it for countable nouns and for uncountable nouns. Nouns that can be counted and nouns that cannot be counted. You can use that one. Okay? Okay, Keo?
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, next, continue. So I just want you to analyze to determine if you understand indefinite for countable nouns only. Definite for countable and uncountable noun. It is very important to you that you will know what are the nouns that can be counted. Watermelon, orange, anything that you can count it, it's countable. But anything that you cannot count, that is uncountable. The good thing about definite article is you can use it for countable, count, and for you cannot count. That is the good thing for that. But a and an article is only used for countable noun, the one that you can count only. Okay? Next one here.
Okay.
Okay, I will continue.
Nouns. When a noun is plural,
Okay.
so when there is more than one of that noun, the definite article, the, can be used. And though we can't use the indefinite singular articles, a and an, we can use some when we're not being specific. Now, this technically...
Okay, so look at this. In the first one, we are talking here is singular. Only one. A car, a juice, only one. But here, when we are talking plural, definite article can be used. The da. If the nouns has s, we can use the da. But in plural noun, okay, here like this. In plural noun, okay, some article only can be used for a and an. You cannot use all.
is not an article, but if you're using a plural noun and you're not being specific, some is the perfect choice. So for the singular countable noun, strawberry,
Berry, yes.
I can
say a strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah, a strawberry.
I can say the
Strawberry.
when I'm being specific.
Yes.
If I'm using the plural form of that noun,
Strawberries. You cannot say
then I
a
can
strawberries.
use some if I'm not being specific. I would like some strawberries, please. Or I can use the definite article with.
Okay, look at here. Look at here. Look at the example strawberry. Okay, look at the example strawberry. In singular noun, strawberry is only one. Only one. So you can say, I will eat a strawberry. A strawberry. But if it becomes strawberries, you cannot say, I will eat a strawberries. No. You will use the article or you will add some. I like to eat some strawberries. You will not say, I will eat a strawberries. Okay, here I will write here. I will eat, sorry, some strawberries. Okay, I will eat, sorry, where's the word eat here? I will eat some strawberries. Okay, look at that one. I will eat some strawberries. Okay, I will eat some strawberries. Okay, look at that one. But you can also say, I will eat the strawberries. Okay, look at that one. Okay, look at kayo. Here. I will eat some strawberries. If you will use, example this one. Example this one. But you can also say, I will eat the strawberry. But you can never say, I will eat a strawberry. No. This one. Okay, this kayo. I will eat a strawberry. Here, sorry, I will put here. I will eat a strawberry. No, you cannot use a for plural. No, Keo. This is wrong. Keo, this is wrong. When I will say, I will eat a strawberries. Wrong, wrong. But the right thing, you can say, I will eat some strawberries. I will eat the strawberries. This is check. This is correct. Okay? Remember that one. You cannot use a and an for plural, for nouns with S. Okay? You understand? Okay?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Next, continue. Please listen, Kio. This is very important. Okay.
My plural noun. Could you pass me the strawberries? The difference between the definite and the indefinite articles is the difference between talking about a specific pen, a unique pen, or any pen at all. It doesn't matter. Like I said, we're going to focus on 3 main rules today. Learn these rules and you will choose the correct article most of the time. The first rule explains when we use the definite article, and when we use a or an, the indefinite articles. The second rule deals with unique nouns, which usually require the definite article. And the third rule explains why we sometimes leave articles out. If you do need an article, when should you use an indefinite article and when should you use the definite article? Great question. Let's talk about rule number 1. Indefinite articles, a and an, are used when you first introduce someone to a noun. It doesn't matter if you're speaking or writing. When you first introduce a countable noun, you need to use a or an. Then you can use the definite article after you have introduced the noun. I want to demonstrate this for you with a very simple story. I saw a
Okay, look at here.
Number 1. Indefinite articles, a and an, are used when you first introduce someone to a noun. It doesn't matter if you're speaking or writing. When you first introduce a countable noun, you need to use a or an.
Okay, Keo. So, of course, the first rule is indefinite article a and an. Always remember, indefinite article a and an, teacher. Okay. So, in this case, you will use a and an, the indefinite article, when you first introduce a noun. Like you will say, a car. Okay. I have a car. I have a clothes. I have a new mobile phone. I have a new laptop. Okay, so you will introduce that first with countable nouns. Nouns that can be counted. Countable nouns. Okay, Keo? The nouns that can be counted, countable nouns. Okay, let's move here.
Then you can use the definite article after you have introduced the noun.
After you have introduced the noun.
I want to demonstrate this for you with a very simple story. I saw a person yesterday. The person was sitting under a tree. The tree was very tall.
Okay, look at this, Keo. Look at this here. Okay, I saw a person yesterday. Okay, so you use a here to introduce the person. Person is countable noun. You can count the person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I saw a person yesterday. So, a here, you introduce person. Okay, look at that one. This is the first rule. Second rule, the. So, the first thing you do, the moment you introduce, I saw a person yesterday, you will use first. You will use the indefinite article first. In the second, you can use now the. The person was sitting under a tree. Okay? And the second, this is the first, second. Okay? In the second, you use the now. Still referring to the person. Number 2, look at a tree. This is number 1. A tree. Tree is countable noun. You can count the tree. Next, number 2. This is number 2. The tree was very tall. You describe the tree. In the second sentence about the tree, you will use the now, not a anymore. Only the first is a, second is the. Do you understand? You understand kayo?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
The person stood up when they saw a cat. The cat jumped on a wall to try and catch a bird, but the bird flew off the wall. In this example, the nouns person, tree, wall, cat, and bird
They
all
are
take the indefinite article, but only when they're first introduced.
okay, look at this. Okay, so many. Okay. Person. Okay, again, look at teacher. A person, that's the first. A tree, that's the first. A cat, a wall. Okay, that's the first one. You introduce it first. That is the reason why you use a, because you say it first, a. But when you say the, second, the person, the tree, the cat, the wall. In the second sentence, you did not introduce it anymore. That's second. That's two sentences. The second sentence, use the. In general, Keo, you will use only a or indefinite article a if you introduce the thing, the person, or the place first in the first sentence. But in the second sentence, you will use the anymore, not a. Okay, you understand? You understand, Keo?
Okay.
Okay. A person, the person. A tree, the tree was very tall. The person stood up when they saw a cat. And the cat jumped on a wall. A wall. So it means in the second, and the catch a bird, but the bird flew off the wall. Okay. Always remember, when you try to introduce a first, the next sentence, it's the, not a anymore. Okay? Kyo? You understand, teacher?
After that,
Yes.
we use the definite article
I
every time.
understand.
This rule is about ensuring that the reader or the listener knows which specific noun you're talking about. As soon as you've made this clear to the person, you can use the definite article every time you use it. Now we
Reading is to your mind what exercise is to your body. If you have too much to read and too little time, you buy books.
Now we know which bird, of all of the possible birds in the world that it could be, we know which specific bird you're talking about. So we can use the definite article. The second rule, when a noun is unique, use
the definite article.
When something is unique, there is only one of that thing. That's when we use the definite article. The definite article is the. The sun, the president,
motion.
the Queen of England, and the capital city are all examples of this. There is only one of these nouns. They're unique. This is especially true for nouns that are well known by most people, but it's even true when the listener might not know the noun. Who's he? He's the President of the United States. He's the CEO. He's the mayor. Compare it to, who's she? She's a member of parliament. She's an accountant. She's an engineer. There is more than one of these nouns. So that noun is not unique. Now, I'm going to keep giving some more examples for rule number 2. And remember, for rule 2, we're thinking about nouns that are unique. There's only one of these nouns. But this uniqueness, it doesn't need to be really obvious. It can come through the context.
For example,
So for example,
a truck
a truck crashed into a tree. The driver was not injured. Once we introduce the car, we know by association that there could only be one driver because there was only one car or one truck mentioned. So the driver is unique in the story. There's
Okay.
only one.
So here, Kiyo, we are talking here about uniqueness. So when you say or when you use the article the, it means you are talking specific person. Here, example. A truck crashed into a tree. Okay, a tree. Remember, it's when you introduce the first time you have to use a tree. Okay. Next is the driver was not injured. Okay. Teacher, why we use the? Why not a? The because it is the because driver is unique. Assuming kayo that there is only one driver in the truck. One driver in the truck. So of course, when you have mentioned one truck, there is one driver. The driver was not injured. The driver here is unique. That's the reason why we use the. Why we use the and we did not use a. Okay? This is the reason. Okay, next.
One driver that we could possibly be talking about. Keep thinking about this idea of a unique noun as we continue. When you're using superlative adjectives, the best place, the worst thing, the fastest runner, the tallest.
Okay. Also, remember, we talk about adjectives and we have introduced the. Always remember, kayo, when you use superlative degree, you always use the article the. Okay, here, example. Okay. Teacher will say, the tallest. Sorry. The tallest man in the city is dead. Okay, here, the tallest man in the city is dead. So, tallest is superlative, very tall. Okay, here, when I say another one, the smartest boy in town is getting crazy. Oh my God. The smartest boy in town is getting crazy. Look at smartest. When you say the word smartest, it means very, very smart. Smartest. The smartest boy in town is getting crazy. Smartest. Okay, it means very smart. Okay, very smart. So the smartest boy in town is getting crazy. So it means smartest boy. Very smart. You are very smart.
Teacher,
Smartest.
may I go up, please?
Okay. Okay. So, Keo, in 4 minutes time, the Zoom will end. And please get in the Zoom again because I don't know what happened to the Zoom. Okay, after when the Zoom out, you in again, okay? So we can finish a few minutes. Okay, so we have 4 minutes here, but after the 4 minutes, please get in again. Okay, here, the smartest boy in town is getting crazy. Okay, so this smartest is considered as superlative. So always remember when we use superlative degree, we need to use da, 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 da. It's the definite article da. Always remember that one. Okay, here. Look at this one. Okay, I will erase first. Okay. The best place, the worst thing, the fastest runner, the tallest man. Okay. So look at this one. So it means kayo, oh, where are they? Oh my God. Okay. The queen. Okay, this one.
The
Okay, can you
fastest or the most.
Okay, the worst thing, the fastest runner, the tallest mountain, the most interesting. Okay, all of this best place, worst thing, fastest runner, tallest man, most interesting, they are all superlative kayo. Superlative degree. Best, worst, fastest, tallest, most, they are all superlative. So when you talk superlative, don't forget that you have to include or you have to put in there the article the definite article the. Always remember that one. Do you understand me? Do you
Yes.
understand me, Kiyo?
Yes.
Okay,
I
very good.
understand.
Okay, so now let's continue.
Most expensive. Paul is taller than Steve and Greg, but Tom is taller than Paul, and Adam is the tallest. There are many boys who are taller than Greg, but only one person can be the tallest. That's Adam. Also, use the definite article for named things. By naming them, they become unique. So, for example, the Himalayas, the Amazon River, the Indian Ocean, the United Nations, the Eiffel Tower, the 806 bus. All of these nouns are unique, but there are some exceptions, like the names of people. We don't use an article. The names of lakes and islands.
Okay, Kiyo, in the, you cannot use the definite article the for names of people. Like I will say, the Kiyo, no. The teacher Ann, no. You cannot use the names or the article, the definite article the for name of people. You cannot say the name of the lakes and islands. You will not use articles except here.
Don't usually use articles. PP Island or
You
Lake
will not
Victoria.
use PP Island.
Except
Lake
when
Victoria.
these nouns are plural, like the Great Lakes or the Galapagos Islands.
Okay, so again, you will not, when you mention the name of islands, lakes, name of people, you will not use article. You cannot say Akio. Dakeo, no. Only you can use